apparently my biological father, he left when I was about 3 months old. My biological mom, she was in and out of prison, always off on drugs. My oldest brother, he was 7 years older than me. He was taking care of us at the time. It was me, him, and two other siblings. And like I say, he 11 taking care of a 8, 7, and like a 4-year-old. So he pretty much raised us our first 3 to 4 years of life. Like he did everything. And so it was just tough.
I couldn't imagine. And that role of parenting should never be thrusted upon a child ever.
Oh yeah.
We finally end up in the foster care system. I'm going to assume, when I'm hearing it, mom in and out of prison, drugs, that there was just not really any stable parental figure whatsoever at any point.
Whatsoever. Not until I got into the foster system. So like I said, I was 7. It was about 4 or 6 days from my 8th birthday. So that's when we went into our first foster home. And then the second foster home was when my sister got in the same house together, the home together. That home, it was good. There was no physical abuse in this home. It was more emotional abuse and stuff of that nature, because like I say, in foster care, you have to take the good with the bad. So I wasn't getting physically abused, but I was getting more emotionally abused. And so, but I, just bit my lip and took it, because at the end of the day, I had 3 hot meals and clean clothes and a bed to sleep in. So it's just one of those things.
Was that the majority of where, if you pinpoint kind of looking back in your life, putting the book together, where you would say the trauma was? Because, and I've said this too, I didn't incur physical abuse with my parents, but unfortunately with a relationship later on when my addiction was going, and the mental emotional abuse to me was worse than anything physical.
And see, I argue that a lot too. And people, everyone has their own opinion, but I argue that, the emotional neglect and the emotional abuse and mental abuse is way worse than physical, because as a child, you want to connect with someone. Like, we earn the yearn to connect with someone. And so I never, ever received that until I was about 13, when I got with my family now, 12, 13 now. And so I think that definitely played a huge part in me growing up, especially with all the abuse, dealing with, I later found out last year I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder.
Oh, wow.
And so a major thing of that, a component of that, is abandonment issues. And so that was my main thing growing up in the system. I had all these people that just kept abandoning and leaving me. So I was never able to